All right, so if you just got rejected or you're about to do something where you might get rejected as well, this video is for you because guess what? I got rejected yesterday. I love it and I hate it. And here's why I always see rejection as a growth opportunity, right? And I believe it is a big contributor to why I'm here today, making $10,000 to $20,000 per month with my online business, with the potential of scaling it to 10x, even 20x in the near future, maybe this year. I don't know. But look, every time I got rejected, it felt tough and I hated it. It felt cringe, you know that feeling, right? But after a couple of maybe days or hours, I felt like I'm glad I did this. Because here's what happens, okay? I'm gonna give you an example that many of us face. I'll give it in the context of being a man who sees a nice woman, a cute one, and this man wants to approach that woman, okay? So, sorry if you're a woman watching this as well, you can reverse the genders, whatever. So, this is you, okay? And you're sat in a coffee shop, you're drinking that coffee that you like, and you're also sat with your friends. So, you're discussing stuff, okay? And then a good girl enters the coffee shop or the restaurant, and you see her, and you're like, oh my god, she's cute. Okay, these are your eyes. This is the girl. Now, what also adds some extra friction is this girl being with her friends, for example. So let me draw her friends in, oops, blue. Now, what happens here? A lot of parts in our brains work. Oftentimes we get stressed, you know, especially if you haven't done this in a long time. But we get stressed and we're like, okay, there's this cute girl. I want to approach her, but here's what might happen. Her friends might laugh at me, and this might make me more stressed. She might reject me, and this would also make me feel stupid and look stupid as well. She might not come to that coffee shop again or restaurant, or I might not come to that restaurant again. So all these primitive feelings come to mind, and we're like, is it worth doing, right? Whereas on the other hand, what are the pros that we think about is, okay, if this works out and I get this girl's Instagram or phone number, right, then we can go out and she might be a potential partner. So we think about it now I can say, well, with 80% of people, they would be like, it's not worth the risk. I won't do it. Never mind. And we won't do it. Whereas in the other 20% of the cases, right, we'd be like, fuck it. I'm going for it. And so this happens. We go, we approach that girl. We mess up when we're talking to her. Why? Because we're stressed. So we mess up and we end up with an answer which is no. Or even worse, which is something that happened to me. I ended up with a yes, and then after an hour she unfollowed me. So that was my mistake as well. I made a mistake there. I admit it. And what happens is we go back and our body is filled with cortisol, the stress hormone, and we'd be overthinking everything, right? Like, damn, I wish I didn't do that, or I could have done this better than that. And here's the thing, like cortisol, or the feeling of, I don't know, maybe shame, that's a good one. That's a good feeling. This is what will make the experience sticky so that we don't repeat this mistake again. And this exact scenario, whether it applies to approaching a girl or approaching a business prospect, someone you want to make a deal with, someone whom you want to introduce yourself to, who might get you more business opportunities that will allow you to scale the business, to grow your team, whatever it might be. Like, this experience is super important because, again, it sticks that knife in your heart, but you don't forget it. And it comes with the cost of guilt and shame, right? But after these feelings fade away, then you're left with a very important experience that will serve you for the rest of your life because you just had this, bad feeling come, this cringy feeling, right? Now, of course, it comes with like some days where you might remember that cringy moment and then you forget it after a few seconds or minutes, but it's okay. It's worth it. You're learning and you're moving forward after each rejection. Now, also, a lot of times it might not be because of you, it might be because of the other party. Maybe they're not ready at this stage, or they don't want to have a relationship, they don't want to get more business partners. It doesn't matter, right? It can be because of them. This is turning the worst case scenario into a good case scenario. Whereas on the like with the best case scenario as well, what might happen is actually this approach might work and you might land this girl or the business prospect as an actual person where you can develop your relationship with. And who knows what happens in the future. But what this does, and the more you're able to like adapt to this and get rejected more and more and more, the more you're able to grow and fail forward. That's what it's called, and grow that risk-taking tolerance. So the more you do it, the more you're like, okay, I don't care if I get rejected right now. Um, I'm a I'm gonna do it. And so you become unstoppable. I think this is one of the biggest fears people have is the fear of rejection, the fear of confrontation. And once you're able to trespass it, then you become unstoppable. You're literally like, someone challenges you to do something, cool, easy, boom, you go and do it. And if someday you have to do something where your business fails, you have to maybe get a lot of money from people, you're not afraid of reaching out to them and getting that money to let your business survive. If a family member has a very tough health situation and you need to approach people to ask for more blood or to ask for more doctors, referrals, like things that might help cure that loved family member, then you can do it without any issues. And so the more you do it, the more powerful you become. And it's like it teaches you a lot of lessons. And it's to be expected. Like rejection is to be expected, I think. And going with the mindset of, I'm gonna be rejected, but it's okay. Like, I don't care about the outcome. What this helps you with is not only the approach that you're making, it helps you with sales goals as well. As an entrepreneur, right? You want to be attached from the outcome so that you perform with your best, right? And you're adaptive to the data that you get during the conversation or interaction that you're having. If they state something, and this is one of the lessons that I've learned as well from the recent rejection I had. For example, I was a bit stressed, not gonna lie, because I haven't done it in like quite a while. And when I approached this girl, uh, you know, I had a script in mind, and I wasn't able to adapt what I was saying and what questions I asked her because I had a fixated script. Whereas if I was more chill and able to use like my conversational skills, right, I would have maybe made it work. Yeah, so that's a lesson is be chill when you're doing this thing, be adaptable, and you're most likely to land it. If not, again, remember this, the failing forward. So this is it, ladies and gents. I hope you take this, keep it in mind whenever you want to do something risky. And if something happens and if it works with you, let me know. I'd be happy to see some successful cases with that strategy. Cheers.